Hi guys, I've been seeing some videos. First I saw the story on Don, okay? Traveling with Don Family Travel, anyway, on YouTube. Then I've been seeing it on TikTok. And then I saw it somewhere else. And I have to honestly say, I'm confused. Because the first one, and I think it's right, is Don, where he says that Shaq always purchased, he knows what to set on a plane. Man's 7'1", like my husband, who's 6'7". They know what seats fit them. So he was in this seat, and this person come up, evidently didn't know who he is or just didn't care, and basically said, I want that seat. And he was very, what I understand, very calm, very polite, very quiet, as he always comes out to be. And as she demanded, don't you know who I am, she made some phone calls, and some pagers went off with the stewardess and stuff, and they were saying, you know, well, how about if we find you another seat? And he says, this is the only seat that accommodates me. I think it was A1, which is the roomiest in first class. It's the very first seat you come in, I believe on the left. And she didn't want that. She didn't want the A3. She wanted that seat. Made a big deal. And from what I understand, make a short story way shorter, because a lot of people did 5 videos, part 1, part 2, part 3, that, you know, he made a phone call, and then it was taken care of. She and all of her people she works with, because this is a company that uses this airline, and they, from what I understand, there's massive amount of them on this plane, all had to leave. All because this one person thought she was entitled. It's not about Shaq. It's about how one person thought they were so entitled that they had to have that seat, that in the long run, her and all her co-workers who had to be somewhere were removed off the plane. They said, no, we don't want no part of that. She tried to throw her power. It came back. The stewardess asked, and then Shaq made a phone call, and problem solved. She and all her co-workers had to be removed off the plane. Now the other ones are saying that he was the one demanding her seat, which not true. So I can't see this man demanding anything. Okay, so I'm like, oh my God. Seriously? This woman thought she was that entitled? He paid for the seat. He picked it out personally. He knew what he was doing. You know, she had a seat first class. She didn't have to go and demand his seat. Okay? But then yet, if she was my co-worker, I would make her life such a living hell. If us, from what I understand, it was over 30 people that she was traveling with. It was a large group of people, and they were going somewhere that they do every year, and they fly together, and they use this particular airline. So all the time, they won't be using that airline anymore. Let's just say. So hey, what do you think of that? I would never won pro Shaq and say, can I have your seat? All right, I would have won that, or demand it, or she says you're in the wrong seat. However she did it, she didn't handle it well. From what I understand, he was very quiet. He is a quiet person. He's very calm. He's very nice, very polite. And after she started, do you know who I am, and start making phone calls to get that seat, he just, I believe he called the CEO of the airline, and that was that. Now, he also wanted to make sure that none of the employees lost their jobs, because whoever she knew wasn't as important as who he knew. And they were just doing what they were told. So at this point, I think their jobs are safe. But could you imagine somebody making such a stink that because she didn't get the seat that she wanted on a plane, when all her other co-workers are not in first class? I'd be happy anywhere in first class. That's just as simple as that. Hey guys, that's Coffee Talk for today. And I thought you would get a kick out of that travel video. Ta-ta. See you again soon.